Say yes to new beginnings.
Yes.
Say yes to new standards of excellence.
Yes.
Say yes to engaging reportage with a difference.
Yes.
Introducing Yes International Magazine.
I remember that there was a time you had this legal battle with Dangote. What exactly happened between you and Dangote?
Yes. Then, as a young guy, I didn't know what the business entails. I didn't know that when you sign a contract, I actually signed a contract with them, and this contract was meant to expire after a year. And after a year, they were still using me, and everybody was telling me, everybody kept telling me, Arinze, I saw your billboard, this, and I said, no, it's expired. They said, no, that they still saw it. And I'm like, okay, let me go and see it. So they told me where they saw the posters. One at Oba Akran, Ikeja, and I went there, I took a picture, and so many other places. I think one was in Oshodi then. I took all the pictures, and I went to the office. I said, excuse me, I have my agreement with you for 1 year, so why are you guys still using me? That blah blah blah. And they didn't answer me well. And somebody there now said, Oga, go and get a lawyer. If you can, go and get a lawyer. So that was how I got a lawyer, and the lawyer wrote to them. They didn't respond again. So we now had to take it as a case. And at the end of the day, Oga didn't even hear all this case. He didn't even hear it until one day. I think I met someone who knows him, and that was how they told him about it. He now said, how? Why would they do that? He called the names. He called somebody and said, they have to treat this guy well. And the whole thing, Oga didn't want the case to go further. He now said I should come. He gave me a card. Somebody gave me a card to Oga, and the person said Oga asked him to see me. And that was when they paid me off, and they said, okay, this is it. Just take this money, and you are free. A job that I was meant to pay, they were meant to pay me, I think, 120, then the normal money, but they end up paying me, I think, 1.5 thereabouts, and that was my first break. Immediately I got the money, I just went to go and buy my first BMW 5 Series, then. That was how I got that car, and I was so happy, and that was it. That was just the case. So I now had to withdraw. I withdrew the case.
So the love for showbiz, what would you say ignited it?
For showbiz, just the same way I see people around on billboard, and when I watch movies, just the same way when I watch movie and I'm like, I can do this thing now. It's just for me to, there's something I always tell people, you have to be at the right place and at the right time. Okay? You have to be at the right place and meet the right people. You have to know what you want and how to get what you want. So my sister being in Nollywood already before me really gave me an edge, and apart from that, I really wanted to do things myself. I'm not somebody who would depend on someone, Fine, I had a sister then, Dolly, but I just wanted to do something for myself. That was how the thing just got me. But I found it very interesting because it's something I had passion for. For me, acting is passion, not just for the money, the passion, and that kept me going, for a very long time. Just loving to read the script and loving to act it and see me in a different character. I just love it. Okay. But that's what is keeping me.
Okay. How would you sum up your experience? The first time you appeared in front of a camera. What was the experience like? Did anything memorable happen that day?
Okay. How will I put it? Obviously, yeah, because I think I was acting with a very known face. I think that was RMD. I can't remember, but let me see. I think it was RMD. I think my very first, was it RMD or Emeka Ike? I can't remember now. Okay, if it was okay, Isabella was a Meka Ike, yes. RMD was Blood Sisters, yeah. I think it was a Meka Ike then because it's somebody I already see and I like him a lot. And the very first time they said I should read, your first time meeting a real actor one on one. I was jittering for a while, but after a while I just had to get myself, not that shaky, but you could feel it from my voice that he's not there yet, but acting is more like the more you do, the better you become. So, but that was my first experience. I did it, and that was it. But Emeka encouraged me. Then the main person that really encouraged me was RMD when I was on set with him. After shooting, he just called me and said, "Look, you have the voice, you have the height, you're a fine boy, you can do it. You can do it." I can never forget R&D in my life. I can never. He was one of those that really encouraged me. He told me things, and I'm like, anytime I see him, Oga Charlie, he calls me Ari Bobo. I said, okay, So that's just it.
What do you like most, about being an actor?
For me, I think the recognition, really. The recognition. For the fact that you walk on the street and people recognize you and they just want to identify with you, it gives me joy. Even when they don't know you, they just want to, hey, see that guy that acts, see that actor. Then the one that blows me off is when they say, oh, I just like the way you talk. And I'm like, really? Some people will say, do you sing? Yeah, that your voice sounds so soft. That I say, yes, I sing. So no wonder the way you talk, the way you take your lines. And I'm like, oh, I beg. I never even see that one as small. So if it's for Shakara, I know how to do that one small. So I like the passion, the recognition. When you walk on the street, people will say, oh, they like you, and they encourage you. Then so there are some really that will they see you and they ignore. But I'm used to it now. So then it was really funny, but no, I'm used to it. If you ignore, I ignore. So I'm not that kind of person. I will always greet you anytime I see you.
So what don't you like about being an actor?
Oh, my privacy. Oh God, they've taken it away. What people will do and get away with it, when I do it, my own becomes a gist, becomes a story. And I'm like, why? Why can't I just walk on the street and buy my bolly? I like bolly and granite a lot. So when people will just want to snap me, hey, how can you buy? Excuse me, I don't believe in all those. An actor can't go to the. I go to the market. Even in fact, was it on Saturday? I went to the market with my wife. I go to the market. I just want to interact with those women, call them by their names, by what they sell. If you come to my market here, they all know me. Even with this cashless thing now, if you don't have cash, you can't buy. But me, my wife will cry. I say, don't worry, let me go to the market. When I get there, I will buy everything without money. And my wife will like, how do you do it? I say, don't worry now. When you gist this woman, gist with that woman, gist with Ogbono woman, gist with Onyongo and everything, before you know it, they'll just give you, say, nah, Jave, I say, no, thank you. And I just laugh and go. So it helps me just because they know me and they recognize me as an actor. So that's just it.